So we need to talk about how they respond to challenges. Go ahead, once you have updated your paper, flip to the mentor text. Alan's already there. You have about 7 seconds to get there. Let's get there in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tracking me in slant just like Kim E. and Henry and Maria. Waiting on 2. Thank you. So what we are going to do now, I'll just leave it. I'll get it in a second. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and read the mentor text to you. So only thing, I need 100% of eyes. Waiting on 1. Carlos. The only thing you need to do during this time is follow along. You can follow along with your finger, but pencils are in home. We're sitting up looking super professional, and we are just listening to how the essay sounds while I read it. You can earn 2 drive points right now. Make sure we are at the mentor text. This should be in front of you. Mentor text, pencils in home. There's nothing to annotate for. I know Henry's ready. Same with Ashley and Giselle. All right, introduction. When faced with a challenge, what do? Every person faces challenges over the course of their lives. And a person's response to that challenge can reveal who they really are. 2 texts, Seed Folks and Wonder, both describe the responses from characters who are facing difficult challenges. The characters in the selection from Wonder and Seed Folks, make sure you're tracking that paper, find the determination to overcome their challenges after initially being afraid. In the selection from Wonder, August finds the courage to attend school for the first time after initially being afraid of being bullied. August has been homeschooled his whole life, partly because he has a facial difference that makes him look different from everyone else. On page 10, after learning that his family is thinking of sending him to school, August begins crying and says, "Everyone will stare at me at school." August feels disappointed that his parents did not talk to him about this earlier. He tries to delay starting school, saying, "Maybe I'll go next year." When his parents make August laugh by telling him about Mr. Tushman, the principal, August seems to have a change of heart. When his sister asks, "Who is Mr. Tushman?" August responds, "He is the principal of my new school." Because August calls the school my new school, it is clear he is feeling better about attending school and has accepted it. Though August is probably still nervous about the challenge of attending school for the first time, he found the determination to do so. Go ahead and flip. In the selection from Seed Folks, Kim finds the strength to plant a bean garden to honor her father's memory, even though she has never planted before and the garden itself is a scary abandoned lot. Even though she has never planted before and the Kim's father died before she was born, and she wishes that she could find a way to feel connected to him. She decides to plant a bean garden in an abandoned lot in her neighborhood. Kim says, "I've never entered the lot before or wanted to." By entering the lot to plant the garden, Kim is overcoming her fears. This project isn't as simple as putting beans in the ground. Kim describes picking my way between tires and trash bags. I nearly stepped on 2 rats gnawing and froze. Then I told myself I must show my bravery. This shows Kim's determination to overcome her challenge. She is willing to face her fears inside the lot in order to meet her goal of honoring her father. August and Kim both displayed courage in the face of their challenges. When August decides to go to school, he shows that courage can be possible even when you are very scared. When Kim enters the abandoned lot to plant her seeds, she shows that when you are committed to a goal, it will sometimes require bravery. It is clear that those characters did not allow these challenges to hold them back from reaching their potential. All right. Now that we know how the comparative essay sounds, go ahead and track me in slant. Go ahead and get there in 5. Sitting up looking super professional just like Ashley and Leah. Go ahead and get there in 4, 3, 2 and 1. Waiting on 1. Thank you. What you are going to do for loop 1 is you are going to annotate for the thesis and the assertion. So you're going to go back and find the thesis and you're going to label it with a T and underline it. And then you're going to find the assertion and underline and label with an A. You are going to have 2 minutes silent and solo to do this. Go ahead and go. That Ridwan picked up his pencil immediately. Love the drive I'm seeing in this room right now. We're looking for the thesis and labeling with a T. We're looking for the assertion, labeling with an A. I forgot to name that you did earn your drive point for when we were reading the text, so I will give you 2 there, and you also earned 1 for your annotations during that time. I'm going to go ahead and have Sankuro start us off by telling us where the thesis is. Go ahead and track Sankuro.
In the introduction paragraph at the very last sentence, it says the character in the selection from wonder and people ponder their determination to overcome their challenges after initially being defeated.
Great, so we're going to label that with a what?
T.
Thank you. Go ahead and update your paper. And then track me in slant so I know you're ready to move on. Let's get there in 5. Let's get there in 4. Let's get there in 3. Let's get there pencils and home in 2. I need 100% of pencils down and tracking me in 1. What you are going to do now is you are going to turn and talk with your partner. I know some of us are missing partners. Alan, I'm just going to, actually, can we just join a 3 here and a 3 there? Make it easier. Turn, pencils are down. You're going to turn and talk with your partner about what do you think is important that this writer included in their thesis that you might need to include in your own thesis when you write it later. So you're going to turn and talk for 1 minute with your partner. What did they include that you might need to include in your own thesis later? 1 minute, go. one. Like that, Enron got there quickly. Thank you for bringing it back. Make sure we are 100% in slant. I like that. Hazy's looking super professional. What, silent hands, what do we think is important that this thesis included that we might need to include in our own thesis later? Think, Hiro, can you tell me what you said first? Make sure it's first, there pause. Track ceiling? Track ceiling, Hiro.
I think we included the text or
Okay, so they included wonder and seed folks. They introduced the text. Go ahead and update your paper. Get there in 5, 4, back in slant in 3, looking super professional in 2, like that Carlos is leading back in 1. Need your pencils back down in 1.